Gosh, I'm trying to hold it in right now. The support's been overwhelming.
Tickets for Nashville this week are nearly sold out. We are calling this the Bryson effect.
I mean, with how much support we have out here, and it's just the start, that's a testament to what Live Golf is and what the Crushers are doing, what our team's doing, and what we're trying to do for Nashville and places all across the globe. So super excited for the future of Live.
It was nice to at least walk down the last few holes, or at least the last hole, knowing that it was pretty much done. It's never safe, but very proud of everybody, and of course Tiro. I mean, what a week to get his first win in a few years and win by 6 in an absolutely dominant performance the way he did. It was absolutely incredible, so I couldn't be happier for him.
Certainly with not winning for 3.5 years, you kind of naturally question if you can do it again. So I'm just proud of myself to be able to get through that and play the way I did.
Let's roll. This is Sports Rage. Level 3 has begun. The Pips, the players, the hustlers, the people to bust them, and everybody else in between. We'll get into a little golf, actually, in a couple of minutes. We'll get Cam to get us caught up to date what's going on at the Rocket Mortgage. Kurt's with us just for a couple of more moments as well. So, Kurtz, what are you looking at tomorrow, Major League Baseball?
You know, I lost on the Yankees today, but I was okay with that. Being a Yankee fan is one of the reasons, but also because I bet streaks, right? And the Yankees were on a terrible streak. They lost, okay? I know not to go against it again. That being said, tomorrow, 3 o'clock, the Yankees play again. I don't know if they're out of their doldrums yet, right? I mean, you got Nestor Cortez going against Toronto Bassett. The over-under here is 8. I'm going to take the over in this game. Probably going to have a little hedge on Toronto as well here, giving plus money. I don't know if the Yankees have fixed all their problems today just because they scored 16 runs. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. I thought Toronto played a poor game today, both manager-wise and on the field here. So I'm going to have to go with the Blue Jays and the over tomorrow in this game. Probably have an anytime home run prop. Probably just go with Guerrero for that. He's hot now. He's hitting home runs, so I think we'll go in that direction.
Cam, what's your opinion on the Blue Jays and the Yankees game?
I like the Blue Jays tomorrow, but you know what, Gabe? We took that was a bad bet today. We took the Jays at plus money. Looked pretty good early, and then the Yankees exploded. That long ball absolutely went wild. They had a chance. They had Stroman on the ropes there, Gabe, but George will tell you, classic base running errors, and that's what the Blue Jays do. They turn like big innings into regular innings, and the Yankees got momentum after that, and they just put up a crooked number, and that was the end of the Blue Jays. The Yankees so dangerous with their long ball hitting, Gabe, but I think the Jays can get it done at that price. I agree with George.
One of the hottest teams in baseball right now, surprisingly, and I'm sure you really enjoyed the series this week, Kurtz, with the Yankees and the Mets.
I really did.
I brought it up earlier.
I really did enjoy it.
I brought it up earlier. Ever since the Grimace threw out the first pitch, the Mets are on fire, bro. Like,
oh my God! If I hear one more thing about Grimace,
Grimace, yeah. Angry.
I don't even know what he needs at McDonald's. What is he? Is he the cheeseburger? I don't even know what he is.
Every year, the Mets seem to have something. Remember before it was their theme music? Like every year, the Mets fans create some sort of craze. So, yeah, it's the Grimace craze, and they're winning. But what did you think? I tweeted about it. I just find Michael Kay to be, the guy's like such an egomaniac, just over the top. Not a fan, and he goes show how petty he actually was. So the Mets are playing the Yankees this week, and they run ads like for SNY, like, you know, competing networks run ads on each other's networks. It's the way it is. I remember I was on the Score years ago, and they used to run the competition's commercials on the network. And I asked the owner, I said, you know, these people hate us and try to crush us. I said, why do you promote them and on the network? He goes, they're going to advertise somewhere. I might as well get some money from them. Right?
Exactly. I remember that.
He said, that was a good line. He said, they're going to advertise anyways, Gabe, so I might as well get some money off of them, right?
Put it in my pocket.
It's like, point taken. It's all about money. But the SNY promo basically said, tune in for the Mets and Yankees series this week on SNY with the best booth in the game. And Michael Kay, like, flipped out. I can't believe we aired that on our station, and we're the best booth in the game. We're the best broadcasters, not the Mets. Level 3 has begun. This is Sports Rage. I am Gabriel Morency, the Pittsburgh players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between, including George Kurtz and Cam Stewart. Tony Finn will step up and in for Las Vegas, Nevada. We've been talking a lot of baseball tonight. We'll continue with our baseball talk. We'll also have a bunch of soccer bets, some golf bets, CFL bets, UFC bets. We've got a lot of bets coming up. But George Kurtz, a Yankee fan, and you're in New York, and this story, a lot of people had fun with this one. So Michael Kay, the Yankee broadcaster, has a talk show in New York, and he got upset that they ran an ad on the network. SNY ran an ad on his network on the radio, stating, tune in for the Yankees and Mets on SNY for the best booth in the game, or the best booth in the city, the best booth in the game. And Michael Kay took that personal and said, I know this could get me in trouble, but we're the best booth in the game. I'll take us over those guys in the Mets booth any day of the week. And I'm thinking, it's a tough fight to pick when you're talking about Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? And Cohen, they got a great chemistry. You're a Yankee guy, Kurtz. Who's got the better booth?
I think everybody knows. I hate most announcers. All right, I don't think they add most. I don't think they add too much to the game. So I'll have the sound on by Jerry play music.
Kurtz,
that being said,
I love
man.
That being said, all right, I don't hate the Yankee announcers. I don't. I used to like Michael Kay more when he was an insider, when he was in the clubhouse after the game back in the 90s. Michael Kay, I liked him then. I think he's okay, but I don't think he's great. I think it's Paul O'Neill.
David Cohn's very good. Cohn's
David Cohn is the key.
Great
David
Morency.
Cohn is the key.
He's the best. I agree.
When
Cohn's
he's
the best.
on,
But you know what the
when
thing
it's
is?
Cohn, O'Neill, and Kay, it's good.
Yes.
It's good when it's Cohn, O'Neill, Kay, because Cohn is the analytics guy, O'Neill adds the levity, and Kay is Kay. Is it as good as the Mets? No.
No.
All right. The Mets broadcast is better. All right. I think it's
somewhere.
I think it's the one same zip code.
Don't you think Mets is way better, Morency? Like, how would you rate it? Like, I watch a Yankees game with Kay, kind of after a while, I'm with Gabe. Like, the
problem with the Yankees is they have 18 announcers. Cohn, O'Neill, Kay might do 2 games a week. You know, then they have Jack Curry, who's good. You know, Jack Flaherty. They have a rotating announcer. Like, Michael Kay is not up in Toronto this weekend. He doesn't do well when they travel to certain places. You know, so because he's got the Michael Kay show. He's got the ESPN gig too, right?
Hey,
so
my only deal with here. My beef with Kay is he's like the massive, you know, so fine. You work for the Yankees. You're a big-time homer. I don't have a problem with it. It is what it is. But he's very personal. Like you know what I mean? Like, he takes shots at the other teams and stuff. He mocks, like, you know, the holier than now attitude all the time. And it bothers me, Kurtz, when they put Kay on national games in the playoffs. Like, he's such a Yankee homer. He shouldn't be doing national games. Some guys are like Newt, like Davis and the Dodgers is awesome, right? He's like the new Buck. Like, I mean, the guy's just great. He can do a game, and you can't. He's just a straight baseball announcer. Kay can't help it. You know, Kay will be doing an Atlanta Brave game in the playoffs and start talking a story about Aaron Judge and Mickey Mantle or something. It's like, dude, like, no one cares right now. We're not tuning in for a Yankee game.
One of the reasons why I loved Paul O'Neill, especially back when he first started, he used to put Kay in his place. He used to put Kay in his place. You know,
yeah, but like you said,
Kay
used to be a guy, used to not mind Kay on ESPN, the Insiders. Remember the media show they had, whatever it was, with Shap in the old days and stuff? But like you said, he became the man, right? So now, like you said, Paul O'Neill's not going to go after him. And O'Neill's kind of a cheerleader a bit. for the Yankees. That's why I like Cone.
I mean, of course he
Well,
is.
you can't
but
work
like
for
I
them
said,
unless
most teams have that. Right. Yeah, what are you going to get? Somebody who's going to criticize that? That's not going to work either. But I like O'Neill for his levity and the stories, of course, they tell about the 90s Yankees. That's always fun to hear about. So I think O'Neill adds he has the levity to it, like the fun part of it. But Cone is the guy who brings it in, right? Because you need to hear more of the straight up why a pitcher's throwing a curveball, why this is happening, and other stuff like that. David Cone is fantastic at that.
You're right.
I am a big Ron Darling fan, though. Keith Hernandez is good. Keith is Keith, right? So he's a legend.
Says some weird things.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's out there now. And last year, when he started talking about dying on the air, that was the best one. Like, they were in a rain delay. They were in a rain delay, and they're live on the air. And he looked over and he goes, it's times like this I ponder how much time I'm going to be doing this job anymore. And he goes to Cone. He goes, Gary, he goes, how many years do you think I have left? 1, 2, 3? Like maybe, he goes, maybe 4. But like he's talking like they're in a bar. He goes, man, amazing. He goes, I got 5 years left max. He goes, I don't know if I can sit and do these rain delays. It's like they're on the air. And Gary's like, and the score is 2-2, and we're in a delay. He keeps talking about dying.
Nashville, help me welcome to the stage the captain of Crushers GC and the 2024 U.S. Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau!
Gosh, I'm trying to hold it in right now. The support's been overwhelming.
Tickets for Nashville this week are nearly sold out. We are calling this the Bryson effect.
I mean, with how much support we have out here, and it's just the start, that's a testament to what Live Golf is and what the Crushers are doing, what our team's doing, and what we're trying to do for Nashville and places all across the globe. So super excited for the future of Live.
Nice to at least walk down the last few holes, or at least the last hole, knowing that it was pretty much done. It's never safe, but very proud of everybody, and of course Tiro. I mean, what a week to get his first win in a few years and win by 6 in an absolutely dominant performance the way he did. It was absolutely incredible. So I couldn't be happier for him.
Certainly with not winning for 3.5 years, you kind of naturally question if you can do it again. So I'm just proud of myself to be able to get through that and play the way I did.
This is SportsRage. I'm Morency. I see on Twitter, Tony Finn is tweeting me right now, but he's not in our green room. All right, so Tony is ready to join us. And I'm like, well, he's on Twitter. I don't see him. But we'll bring Tony in a minute. Hang in here, Tony. Tony Finn is on the on-deck circle right now. George Kurtz in the house with us right now. So, Kurtz, Major League Baseball tomorrow. Before we get you out of here, what are you looking at this weekend? Since your sports palette is like your culinary palette, it's plain, right? You eat the same things. You like your Pepsis, no Coke, root beer, no, it's got to be Pepsi. And
I like cream soda.
He's a lot like Sean Higgs. Remember when
Yes.
our boy Sean Higgs comes on the show, and Sean goes, "I don't have time for Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle and stuff like this." And I was like, I even stopped. I was like, "What?" And he goes, "No, I meant for like baseball cards and memorabilia." He goes, "It's too expensive." And I was like, "Okay, but." Because we asked him about soccer, and he goes, "I can't learn new sports." We were like, "Dude, it's soccer. It's not that hard to learn. It's like there's a ball and there's a net, right? Like, okay." But you're the same, Kurt. So Major League Baseball only. No Euro Cup for you. No UFC tomorrow. No Copa. Baseball. Major League Baseball only. Like, does it get dull this summer like this, though? Just only baseball? I love baseball, but, like, I can't wait for the soccer and this stuff.
Listen, I'll watch every baseball game of the day. They used to have something in Massapequa here, which is pretty close to where I live, where they had MLB owned it, where they somebody would have to watch every game. I would do that in a heartbeat. I love the game of baseball. So I have
the job if you had to watch every game?
Oh, amazing.
You know what your job would have been great? You would have loved? No, they don't do it anymore. Everything's like digitalized now. Cam knows the gig, but a Major League a score runner, George.
Yeah.
Well, I was the host of the Expos post-game show. During the game, I didn't have to do anything, so I just sit in a press box and just hang out. Sometimes I go in the stands or whatever, but I had my buddies up there, and it was a great gig for them. You know, like they get like $100 a night. You know, and this is like 20 years ago. So, you know, 75 a night, some of them 150, but the smart guys are working for multiple networks. And if you're wondering at home, guys, how the baseball scores and stuff, how it used to work online, they would literally be, I'd have a guy up sitting beside me. He'd have two phones, one on CBS, one on like ESPN, Yahoo Sports type thing, and their scoreboards. And he'd literally be like, ball one. Strike two. Yeah, what's going on with you and your girlfriend? Oh, yeah, she's a real jerk, huh? Yeah, he just grounded out to shortstop. All right, and that's the job, Kurt. You go to every baseball game, and you sit on a phone in the press box, and you just tell some other dude that's sitting in Bristol, Connecticut at ESPN headquarters, yeah, strike one, and he punches it in. No, and that's how the scores used to be done. Not a bad job, Cam. And especially, I knew a dude. He used to do 3 a night. He had 3 phones up, and he just put them all up in front of him, and he would he'd be sitting there eating hot dogs, drinking Cokes all night. Strike one, guys. Strike two. Making like 250 a night, like 20 years ago. He'd go to that was his job. Just going to baseball games and telling someone over the phone. He grounded out. He hit a home run. That was it.
Great call, Morency. This guy did it for hockey, and he was in the Leafs booth with me. He had 4 going, and that's the whole thing. And he was an older guy. He was amazing. He ding, 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 ding the whole night. You said it. Once you get the knack for it, this guy worked it hard. He was
Hockey's an easy one, Cam, because you only got to call in right after the goal.
Exactly.
Bing, bing, you just score. You just sit there and do nothing.
He was the guy.
You just wait. You don't have to tell him play-by-play, right? You just have to because nowadays the computer knows play-by-play, right? And it knows everything. Like, you can't keep up with it as a human now.
4 networks.
But in the old days,
collecting 4 paychecks, man. The guy was loaded. He was very happy. Very happy.
All right, so Tony Finn is going to join us in 2 minutes. Our segment's coming up here. We'll close. Kurt's a hockey guy. Cam loves hockey. Tonight was the NHL draft, Kurt's, in Vegas at the Sphere. Listen, it was visually impressive and all that. I get dizzy looking at it. You know what I mean? It's just too big. The video screen's too much. But as far as the draft was concerned, some really good players got taken tonight. What was your take on the NHL draft, Kurtz? What did you think?
Yeah, this actually went pretty much the way I thought it would be. I thought Ottawa would take the defenseman at 7 here, the Utah Hockey Club. Celebrating, we all knew he was going first there. For a change, I was very happy with what the Islanders did tonight. I thought they got a gift and Iserman there at 20. And I've killed Lamoriello, but I thought Lamoriello's had a decent offseason here, trading down, getting other draft picks. The Islanders have one of the worst minor league teams in hockey. I think it might be ranked the worst. So this should help you getting the extra picks. Like I said, I do think they got a gift from God. Little surprised Lamoriello took Iserman because the knock on Iserman has been his defensive play. But usually with Lamoriello, it's like a no. I'm not taking guys like that. I guess you had to realize got to bite the bullet here and have to take a shot on somebody who could be a 40-goal perennial goal scorer.
Macklin Celebrity, who went first overall to the San Jose Sharks, he's actually from Vancouver, same as Connor Bedard. In fact, he's from the same part of Vancouver, North Vancouver, which is separate than like the city type of deal. It's a more upscale, richer neighborhood. That's why all these like preppy like kids are coming out of the hockey, like nice rinks, good coaches. Like But I was going to say, he actually lived, unbelievably, in the Bay Area when he was a teenager and played for the junior San Jose Shark Kid team because his father is the head athletic doctor, physicist, like, not just like the trainer, like smart guy. He runs the Golden State Warriors, like, physical program. His father's in sports. He works for the Golden State Warriors. That's why, if you guys, I don't know if people see, like, Draymond Green's known him since he was a kid and stuff. Like, Draymond's like, I can't believe he's on the team. Like, all the Warrior players know this kid. It was destiny. He ends up on the San Jose Sharks, and he's happy to be a Shark, this kid. So good for the Sharks. Cam, which team did you like their draft pick tonight the most?
I'm going to say Georgia's Islanders. They got the steal of the draft. This guy was ranked second under Celebrini, but because of defense, he slipped. They did a great job, Gabe. He broke only 3 guys over 100 goals in the U.S. developmental program. Whose record did he break? Your boy Cole Caulfield. 128 goals to Cole Caulfield's 127, Gabe. Watch out for this guy the Islanders picked. Defense is a little bit of a problem, but they say his offensive prowess is good. And it's nice that a good start for Utah, getting Jerome McGinley's son. That sounds cool. And 3 of the first 11 picks were Canadian. We talked about the downfall of the program, but they went very high in the draft.
You guys are missing the real steal of the draft, the Demidov of the Montreal Canadiens. He was actually the second-ranked player.
He's good.
Nashville, help me welcome to the stage the captain of Crushers GC and the 2024 U.S. Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau!
Gosh, I'm trying to hold it in right now. The support's been overwhelming.
Tickets for Nashville this week are nearly sold out. We are calling this the Bryson effect.
I mean, with how much support we have out here, and it's just the start, that's a testament to what Live Golf is and what the Crushers are doing, what our team's doing, and what we're trying to do for Nashville and places all across the globe. So super excited for the future of Live.
Nice to at least walk down the last few holes, or at least the last hole, knowing that it was pretty much done. It's never safe, but very proud of everybody, and of course Tiro. I mean, what a week to get his first win in a few years and win by 6 in an absolutely dominant performance the way he did. It was absolutely incredible, so I couldn't be happier for him.
Certainly, with not winning for 3.5 years, you kind of naturally question if you can do it again. So I'm just proud of myself to be able to get through that and play the way I did.
Shout out to our boy Fred in Buffalo. What's up, Fred? I know Fred spends a lot of time in the Florida area as well. Fred gives a shout out to the show and to Grimace as well. Like we said, Grimace is all the rage. Let's bring in a man, Tony Finn, right now, straight from off the strip, Area 51 in the desert right now. Always a pleasure, Tony. And this New York Met team, I brought it up earlier, like the Mets and their fans, they're like hypochondriacs. Like this team could be, you know what I mean, 106-10 on the season. It'll be like, well, everyone's going to get hurt. Something will happen. And something always does. So I understand why. And Jets and Met fans are the same fans. So they're kind of like used to failure and getting, you know what I mean, getting their hopes up and the carpet pulled out. from underneath them, and now they're all pretending the Knicks are going to win the championship next year. Have fun with that. But this Met team now 15 and 5, Tony, in their last 20 baseball games. And I kidded earlier, it all happened since they invited Grimace to throw at the first pitch from McDonald's. And now fans are dressing up like him. Grimace showed up to the game again tonight. We had someone on from New York earlier, and a Yankee fan, Kurtz, he goes, I'm so sick of Grimace. It's all I hear about all the time here. He goes, Grimace is everywhere now. It's true, Cam. Like, Met fans are dressing up like Grimace and going to the games now because they're winning. What do you think of this Mets run, Tony? Are you buying or selling? Are the Mets for real?
Well, I will say this: the shape that Atlanta's in, it helps the Mets tremendously. But I'm not buying yet, guys. You know, I'm a Mets fan. You know, I am. I'm back. Go back to Tom Seaver and Ryan and all that group in '69, the Miracle Mets. But they have a lot of holes, and one of them is some of the injuries that are happening now to the closers, to the pitching staff, some of the key pieces in that lineup. I'm not buying yet, but get me past the All-Star break. And be a part of the playoff picture with the extra wild card, and I'm rooting for them. You know that.
All right, Tony, we've been talking about if the playoffs started today and going over the matchups, and they're really interesting, like intriguing, fresh matchups. And let's talk and shout out to everybody joining us that is a Friar fan. San Diego are in the playoffs if the playoffs started today, Tony. This team.
Listen, I had that.
They've been grinding, this team. They've been grinding and fighting away.
Inconsistent offensively, really. If they pitch well.
Always negative when it comes to San Diego. Right. But don't worry, Padre fans. He does this to my Dodgers, too. All the time. Like this guy.
I
Sorry,
played
Tony,
them
go on.
under. I played the under tonight in Boston, right? And they're cruising along. I look up, it's 1-0. Top of the fifth, I quit watching, and then a half hour later, I looked at the score and it says 9-1. That's not right. Nine quick runs ends up being only 9-2. It was a 9.5 total. I thought it was the best bet on the board as far as total goes, and I lose that. And again, San Diego scoring runs ever since they got back from that 6-game road trip. What in Philadelphia and the New York Mets? They lost. They got swept by the Mets. Lost 2 out of 3 to Philadelphia. Since then, 8 of 9 and hitting the ball.
I think they're a buy-in team, Cam. And Boston have been hot. San Diego goes in here. I'll tell you what, even the Dodgers, it's not easy when you're a West Coast team to win on the East Coast. There's something, they don't go to the East Coast very often. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of this trip, and it can be daunting, different time. It's just a different style of baseball when you get there. And big win for San Diego to get this series started. I think that they're a play-on team right now. I've been cashing some tickets,
especially with a starter. Especially who they had starting. Come on, this young 25-year-old is not impressed at all, and he was pretty good tonight. Again, pretty good. So, Randy Vasquez.
Speaking of the Dodgers, it's 3-3 right now. They were down. They were up 2-1. Then they were down 3-2. Now it's 3-3. I'm on the Dodgers right now, Finn. You got them?
Yeah, I do. I like them, and I like them. I like the kid. I think Knack is. Let's put it this way: Webb isn't who he was. If you look at his peripherals, underlying peripherals, his strikeouts are down, his walks are up, his ground ball percentage is down. He's still that staff ace for San Francisco, and he's capable of going out there and he's getting the right umpire, getting all those low calls, and being really good. But he's also against a lineup like the Dodgers, a difficult back, in my opinion.
I think we're about to lose. Actually, though, there's the Dodgers just threw the ball away. There's a play. It's under review. There's a little mini controversy going on here. Looks like they're sending them back to first. I think they are. It's always difficult, the sound down here when we're doing the show when there's a controversy. Yeah. So we'll get people caught today. But I can tell you it's 3-3 right now. Runner on first base. So they sent the runner back.
Nashville, help me welcome to the stage the captain
Gosh, I'm trying to hold it in right now. The support's been overwhelming.
Tickets for Nashville this week are nearly sold out. We are calling this the Bryson effect.
I mean, with how much support we have out here, and it's just the start, that's a testament to what Live Golf is and what the Crushers are doing, what our team's doing, and what we're trying to do for Nashville and places all across the globe. So super excited for the future of Live.
It was nice to at least walk down the last few holes, or at least the last hole, knowing that it was pretty much done. It's never safe, but very proud of everybody, and of course Tiro. I mean, what a week to get his first win in a few years and win by 6 in an absolutely dominant performance the way he did. It was absolutely incredible, so I couldn't be happier for him.
Certainly with not winning for 3.5 years, you kind of naturally question if you can do it again. So I'm just proud of myself to be able to get through that and play the way I did.
Well, it doesn't matter that they sent the runner back to first base because they hit a home run on the next pitch. So it's 5-3. The game's over. San Francisco wins, and that's that. Our boy Tony Finn. I just lost with the Dodgers tonight, but our boy Tony bet the Dodgers to win the series, and always sucks, doesn't it, when you bet a team to win a 3-game series in baseball and you lose the first game. You'll be all right. They win tomorrow. They're going to win tomorrow. And then Paxton goes Sunday. And listen, everybody picks on Paxton's metrics and numbers and blah, 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 but he's been pitching relatively well. He gets hit every once in a while, but people faded him against the White Sox and he won. The last 2 games, he's pitched well. People keep fading him.
I agree. Listen, no, I mean, anytime you go to the Dodgers or you go to, Arizona and Strom, he does a good job with those pitchers too. I think they always outperform their skill set. So if you're a Dodger, Hayne, look at some of the pitchers the Dodgers had in the last few years. As soon as they left, they weren't the same. They just weren't the same.
All right, so looking at the Rocket Mortgage, we'll get back to some baseball. We'll get into the soccer picks as well. Rocket Mortgage, Cam, how do you think this is going to play out over the weekend now?
Well, Gabe, it's funny. If golf was a 36-hole event, we'd be living on a golf course because we gave Aaron Ryan Ginger, who's tied for the lead with Ashke Batea. So people at SportsGrid, the 2 top guys. Here's the deal, though.
If ends and buts were candies and nuts.
Yeah, we don't have a Merry Christmas. I get it, but I know it. But I'm just saying, we hit the first round leader. We get the second round leader. Like, come on, man. Can you give me 4? Here's the deal, Morency. Your boy Zalatoris might be worth a live bet. He's figuring out something. He's -7 right now. But here's the thing. Cameron Young has been close before, second at the Open Championship. A lot of people like him at 6-1 live, but he always has that one bad round. So I'm going to give you 2 live picks. I'm already on Rye at 40, and we got Batea at 55. So here's the deal. Minwoo Lee is 6 shots back, and he's 35-1. He's one of the better players in the world, and with the guys around that number, he is the highest-ranked player in the world. He is figuring it out, playing more tournaments on the PGA Tour. And this guy, Jake Knapp, who's actually one of the presidents of the Anaheim Ducks fan club, Morency, and dating a woman from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, who's won this year, who started this week at 90-1, is right in the mix at -9. He has 4 shots off the pace, and he has 40-1 live. Those are the 2 I'm going to give you for live. Minwoo Lee, 35, Jake Afternoon Knapp at 40, and let's bring it home with Ryan Ginger or Batea. Let's have fun.
The Rocket Mortgage.
That Knapp guy, there's rumors about the kid. There's rumors about the kid that he's actually Russian.
Who?
The Russian golfer. The Russian golfer. Matt.
This is a joke from 3 weeks ago that nobody knows about that you're referring to. Oh my God, Tony! Like
Yes,
you are.
yes.
Yes, the Russian golfer. Oh,
I'm so happy you jumped in and shared that with us, Tony.
Yeah, good work, Tony.
That's the only thing I can do in golf. That's all I got for you.
Oh my God. Oh God. Tony, I just.
It's actually a good. You know what I was going to say? We'll go from Tony's so-called witty quip to the sinkhole here. Tommy, if you can, let's go to the best of X. Tony's mind is a sinkhole. So let's go to the best of X. And this is actually true video, real video. This happened this week in Illinois. All right, so this happened at a football field and soccer field in Illinois this week. Crazy stuff. For those of you on the radio right now, too bad. You should be watching this as well. But if you can't, you can rewatch this on the SportsGrid YouTube page if you want. But let's roll this. Best of X.
Play.
All right, look at that.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Look, so this is it live. Look at this. Boom.
Oh my! The lights.
What? What is that?
A sinkhole.
Look at that. Look at that. That's what it left after.
Oh my God!
Imagine if they were playing. Imagine if they were playing. This, I haven't seen anything like I said. Where's Hines Ward just missing the hole and Bane? We give the power back to the people. Where's Bane? Like the Batman movie? Like that's what I thought of. That's the opening of the Batman movie. They're at Heinz Field. Hines Ward starts returning a kick, and Bane hits like a bomb, and like the field like blows up and implodes. But Hines Ward like dodges it, scores the touchdown. He looks back, and everyone's gone. Yeah, roll this again. Look at that. Look at that sinkhole. That's unbelievable.
You're making my Russian golf.
Imagine a bunch of little 6-year-old kids playing soccer on Saturday afternoon, and this happens.
No, there could have been
little Timmy's not coming home.
No, he's in the crater.
Look at the light crash down.
Look at the size of it.
Look at this thing.
No, how deep is it? No, sorry. I have a few questions. Tony, get off the Russian golfers for a bit, and let's just focus on the sinkhole.
Yeah.
I
can hold one there.
How deep is the sinkhole, please?
Well, the real question. I'll let you know how deep it was. So it's 100 feet wide.
Okay.
Well,
how deep?
Then it's pretty deep.
Let's see how deep. The real question is, can Rory McIlroy sink a putt in this hole?
Yes, he can. He can.
I bet. I'm going to make you a bet. You can't get a wedge out of there. Guaranteed, he's done.
See, that's what we should
bunker. Do. Yeah,
send Bryson DeChambeau. He had a couple of nice wedge shots. Yeah. Send him in there. Put his ball in there. See, get out of this.
Yeah, that's a great call. I like this idea.
It's the way the rim looks for good shooters. It looks just like that. Can't miss.
I need to know the depth though, because Gabe, how deep it is? Somebody would have died, or were they just broken their legs? Like how many feet is that? About
it was 30 feet deep.
Yeah, that's
all.
Trouble. You're done, but that's still you're still done. You're done at 30 feet. You're done, right? Yeah. Gabe, when you think
it depends on how you land, where you land, but also the light also fell in there and crashed down. I'll put it this way. I'm not willing to find out.
No. I'm saying death is. I'm just saying death is the favorite. That's all I'm saying right now. It's definitely you're letting juice.
There's been a few bad Sundays where I would have considered jumping, but I would have thought, something, it probably won't kill me. It'll just hurt. So
All right. Well, I didn't think this.
Bad NFL Sundays.
I didn't think this would be on our odds card tonight, but I'm looking it up here. Can you survive a 30-foot jump? Heights over 30 feet account for a large percentage of fatalities, so it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I told you, he's the favorite. It's a no-brainer, man. You put in your same game
Not only
parlay.
You're falling 30 feet, you're falling into like a grave. It's like getting buried alive. You got rocks and stuff piling on top of you.
Ooh.
And the thing is, you don't know when it's coming, so you're going to fall, and you're not going to land proper, and you're going to put your head into that the light post that was there, or some rocks, jagged things sticking out. Like a sinkhole's not like a plush carpet or a lazy boy.
All right,
it's rough down there.
I've actually found it. So basically,
I'm setting my lazy boy.
there's a 25% chance of not coming
survival?
back. 3 out of 4 chance.
Nice.
Like 3 out of 4 people will get out of it. One won't.
I'm
Like I said,
taking
it's
over.
one of those deals. They're just so lucky nobody was on the field.
They're
Like
so
that it
ready.
was empty.
Wow.
Like imagine
What
a
field
high
was
school
it?
football game going on or something. In a
Imagine
small town
or
Illinois.
or Pop Warner
What
game with the
field
young
was it?
kids.
I
They got no
know.
chance.
That's why I
of that
said
grade.
earlier. Little 4-year-old kids, soccer kids, they're done.
Yeah,
Where was it at again? I'm sorry.
Illinois.
What was this field? Illinois.
Where's
Wow.
the guy?
Yeah,
Illinois?
this guy, dear God. Yes, Illinois.
What? I didn't pay attention to that. Where it was? Now I want to know.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. Why? No, it's in Mongolia, Tony. Like, what are you?
I said Illinois like
Well,
6 times.
This guy is the
Well,
best.
yeah.
Like, what the hell are you talking about? This guy's it's like a Mets broadcast, Dave.
I'll tell you.
Tony's a Russian
One of these
spy.
days
He's
I'll tell
talking
you
about
about-
Russian golfers that played on the tour 40 years ago. I
Oh,
don't
I
even
do.
know where
I
Illinois
do.
is.
Gotta be a
I
good
do have a
Russian
great golf
hockey
story
player
for
to
you,
be
Gabe.
involved.
I have a great golf story, and it's only going to take whatever. Do we got time for the break?
No. We got to get it on
Okay.
the other side.
No, it's literally going to take 30 seconds, but I'll tell you, we have history today, and it's nuts. And he ain't Russian.
Nashville, help me welcome to the stage the captain of Crushers GC and the 2024 U.S. Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau!
Gosh, I'm trying to hold it in right now. The support's been overwhelming.
Tickets for Nashville this week are nearly sold out. We are calling this the Bryson effect.
I mean, with how much support we have out here, and it's just the start, that's a testament to what Live Golf is and what the Crushers are doing, what our team's doing, and what we're trying to do for Nashville and places all across the globe. So super excited for the future of Live.
It was nice to at least walk down the last few holes, or at least the last hole, knowing that it was pretty much done. It's never safe, but very proud of everybody, and of course Tiro. I mean, what a week to get his first win in a few years and win by 6 in an absolutely dominant performance the way he did. It was absolutely incredible, so I couldn't be happier for him.
Certainly with not winning for 3.5 years, you kind of naturally question if you can do it again. So I'm just proud of myself to be able to get through that and play the way I did.
This is Sports Rage. I'm Morency. We're kicking it. Tony Finn in the house. Cam Stewart with us. We have a bunch of soccer picks and more that we got to get to, including the UFC tomorrow, UFC 303. But let's take a look at the baseball card, and then we'll get into the soccer, get you up to date with the numbers. But one last time for people just joining us right now, we were going over what the playoff matchups would be. And if you can't get them up, guys, again on the screen for people tuning in. So if the playoffs started today, Tony, San Diego would play the Atlanta Braves, and the winner would face off against the Philadelphia Phillies. The LA Dodgers would also have a bye. They would get the winner of the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Any upsets when you look at this? How do you think this would play out in this matchup now?
Well, I think they're top heavy. You mentioned I'd like the Dodgers despite their injuries right now, and I like the Brewers because they're always going to be a difficult team to score on, especially during the postseason. They do a good job with the pitching staff. Give me Milwaukee Brewers. Give me the 2 top seeds in the scenario you just outlined to me.
I got to jump in here and
with his hair.
No, his hair's fine. No, I got to jump in on the Milwaukee Brewers because every year people say this about the Brewers, and I often bet on the Brewers over season win totals because no one ever believes in them and stuff. I did believe that this year they would take a step back, but they're kind of like Cleveland. They're doing their thing. They do pitch well, but it's the same thing every year with Milwaukee, Tony. They pitch well, they make the playoffs, and then they get eliminated. They get swept in the playoffs. They never do anything in the playoffs, this team. When was the last time the Brewers won like a big series? I think Gorman Thomas, remember him?
Kane was the center fielder. No, Kane was the center fielder.
Yeah, Lorenzo Kane. No, they had a little playoff run there, but I'm talking about a deep World Series, legitimate. They're like the Houston Texans were in the NFL. Like, remember before? They used to make the playoffs every year with Bill O'Brien and get bounced in the wild card every year and play in the first game. That's the Brew Crew now. It's like, oh, whatever, dude. They're going to make the playoffs, but no one's losing sleep about playing them.
Yeah. I think that they have a couple difference makers that make. I don't think that National Leagues. Listen, with the injuries Atlanta has right now, the Phillies are the team to beat, are they not?
Yes. Yeah. Listen, I think the Dodgers and the Phillies are on a collision course.
I think that because
I do think the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers would beat the winner of the Brewers and the. And now just karma's going to get me saying no one's worried about the Brewers. Now watch the Brewers beat the Dodgers, so you guys can save this tape. I think the Dodgers can beat the Brewers or Cardinals, and they're kind of on a collision course to play the Philadelphia Phillies to go to the World Series. Now the American League, very interesting. The Kansas City Royals, if the playoffs started this weekend. The Kansas City Royals would play the Seattle Mariners, Tony. Who do you think would win that series?
Well, right now, Kansas City can't score. They're slumping badly. I did have them yesterday. I don't know, or yesterday, a nice 2-1 win. Lucky, fortunate win. But I would probably be on Seattle because they have a better bullpen. Kansas City's bullpen is not good. It's not postseason worthy.
Cam agreed with the Seattle Mariners earlier, as we discussed. The Baltimore Orioles would await. And then meanwhile, you've got the Minnesota Twins and the Yankees, which whatever. It's one of the most one-sided rivalries in baseball over the last couple of years. The Yankees own them, 18-2 in the last 20. They've literally won like 125 out of the last 160 or something against them. Who, if you had to say right now, who do you think comes out of the American League?
Baltimore.
Care to back it up?
Well, yeah. I mean,
is it Baltimore?
They're a young team. They're deeper. They're a young team. They're deeper. And we're talking about the Yankees, and we're talking about Aaron Boone. We're talking about there's something in the water. There's going to be problems with this Yankees team. Not they haven't had some already, but they're going to mount. And you see them recently. They've been pretty pedestrian. If they're not hitting the baseball, they can't win. If Judge isn't homer, and Judge got 30 home runs, and they're not in first place. Who's in first place? Isn't Baltimore in first place? I believe they are.
Yeah, now they are. So I hear what you're saying with the Yankees in the big picture. You always got to look. Stanton's hurt right now. I take the Yankees seriously, though. I'm not dismissing them.
Okay.
Before the year started, I said the Dodgers and the Orioles in the World Series. That was my prediction. I said LA beats Baltimore in the World Series.
Yeah, I think it could be Philly and Baltimore, which how far is it between cities there? That would be a really good series if you were right there in that part of the country. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to annoy me, but maybe I just got to bet that because I have the Dodgers already to win the World Series, but I better just grab a piece of Philadelphia now and just stash it. Just forget about it and hope. You know what I mean? Whatever. I prefer the
answer. This was the two injuries last night. I didn't read about them today. I meant to check on them. Harper. Did he come out of that okay? It wasn't a serious hamstring injury?
No, we don't know. He's going to be out for a little while. It's one of those.
I know he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the end of the
And
world,
they, you know,
catastrophic. We talked about it earlier with the National League MVP odds.
Yeah.
Like that Ohtani, even though he's a DH, like there's no one else to vote for, and he's having such a good year.
You're right.
Ohtani's going to win, and he's going to win the MVP, Tony.
My goodness gracious, this kid plays for fun, looks like he's having fun, and amazing baseball player. I just want to 10 years from now, the three of us will get together. If Ohtani's still playing and he's still good, then he's in the conversation as the best ever in Major League Baseball, and I mean ever. That's how good.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and you know he should thank the Los Angeles Dodgers bat boy as well. Earlier in the week, this week,
that was good. That was good.
I like what Dodgers Nation Twitter account said. They said, "So what color Porsche is the bat boy getting after that?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Like so, Ohtani was standing in the dugout, and a ball just got smoked. A foul ball, like steamed into the Dodgers dugout. And the bat boy just casually caught it. It would have hit Ohtani in the head. And Ohtani was like right behind him. And Ohtani didn't really see it until after. And he was like, oh, and he saw and he started laughing after. Yeah, that's worth a new car. At least a Rolex.
Yeah.
Nashville, help me welcome to the stage the captain of Crushers GC and the 2024 U.S. Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau!
Gosh, I'm trying to hold it in right now. The support's been overwhelming.
Tickets for Nashville this week are nearly sold out. We are calling this the Bryson effect.
I mean, with how much support we have out here, and it's just the start, that's a testament to what Live Golf is and what the Crushers are doing, what our team's doing, and what we're trying to do for Nashville and places all across the globe. So super excited for the future of Live.
It was nice to at least walk down the last few holes, or at least the last hole, knowing that it was pretty much done. It's never safe, but very proud of everybody, and of course Tiro. I mean, what a week to get his first win in a few years and win by 6 in an absolutely dominant performance the way he did. It was absolutely incredible, so I couldn't be happier for him.
Certainly with not winning for 3.5 years, you kind of naturally question if you can do it again. So I'm just proud of myself to be able to get through that and play the way I did.
This is SportsRage. We're running at a racetrack right now. But unfortunately, we've got some sad news to pass along in the late night hours, I hear. First, it was Willie Mays that passed away. Now, Orlando Cepeda has passed away tonight at 86 years old. Former Rookie of the Year, MVP with the Giants, Cardinals, Hall of Famer, an 11-time All-Star. And also, like another one of the players, Tony, you're old school. Willie Mays, obviously, so beloved and classy and such a great ambassador for the game. But Orlando as well, one of the more popular and influential Hispanic and Latino players in the game by far. Like an absolute legend and iconic figure in the game.
Exceptional athlete, exceptional player. I'm fortunate enough to remember him a little bit because 67 just across the state. The Kansas City they leave overnight, but that was the year that Orlando was a unanimous NL MVP. And listen, there was 4 or 5 other players in that lineup that were in the top 15 in the MVP voting. So it's very difficult when you get 2 or 3 players on a team that are really good because usually they kind of bounce themselves out of that NL picture. But Tim McCarver, Lou Brock, Kurt Flood, that was that lineup. Just terrific.
I got goosebumps right there.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow.
Some classic Cardinal teams in those days. So unfortunately, we're running. Like I said, we're running out of time here. Euro Cup in the morning. I'll just go and blast it off in order here. Euro Cup in the morning. Switzerland and Italy are up first. We're gonna go under 2.5. It's getting pricey. If you want to parlay it, fine. But we're gonna go under 2.5 at -200, and we're gonna go under 1.5 as well. So we're gonna get a nice plus price here, plus 240 at under 1.5 alt line. So under 1.5 plus 240, under 2.5 -200. I think this game's gonna be a draw, guys. I'm gonna go with a draw after 90 minutes of play here with Switzerland and Italy. And then the next game after is Germany and Denmark. This game is going to be lit tomorrow. It's in Germany. The festivities are awesome. I retweet these videos. The guy with the saxophone and the German fans. What an atmosphere they got going on there. Germany are the real deal. This team is going to be a tough out. Spain and Germany on a collision course. Germany will win. We're not doing anything fancy with this game. They're going to win a regulation. It's like -155, -160, depending on where you're betting it. So we like the Germans to win. Canada and Chile tomorrow night. Love the under 2.5 in this game. Chile have played 2 games in a Copa. They haven't scored a goal yet. Canada played 2 games. They've only surrendered 2 goals, and they've only scored 1 goal. This is going to be a low-scoring game. And also, Canada essentially only really need a draw to advance. So they're not going to be playing crazy or anything like that. And Canada are going to have a hard time scoring on Chile. So I would be very surprised. Like, it wouldn't shock me if this game was 0-0, to be honest. Or somebody wins 1-0 in that game. And we got the big UFC card. We had Lou Gamblu on with us last night. But let me throw a couple of picks out here for you. And I was watching the weigh-ins tonight. But we're going to go and with the main event, we're going to take Alex Pereira to win again against Prozaca. We're not going to mess with the shamans and the voodoo magic that Pereira brings to the table. And, also he's a badass. So give me Pereira -150. Ortega and Diego Lopez. We're going to go with Ortega here. Ortega is a vet. He's been in there with tougher competition. I think it's kind of a step up in class. And I think people Ortega's not done. Like I said, he's 2-3 in his last 5 fights. Look at the people that he's fought. And, I think Ortega's the live dog here, guys, at +110. And I think Anthony Smith is a live dog at +110 as well. So we got 2 underdogs. And then in the main event, we're going to go with Alex Pereira. CFL football tomorrow night. We're betting on everything. CFL football tomorrow night. It's not the Stone Cold Steve Austin lock of the century or anything like that, but give me the Calgary Stampeders plus the 3.5 points. You can watch this game on the CBS Sports Network tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern. If you want to watch, take the over 47 in that football game as well. Cam, good luck with the golf. You've already hit a first-round leader. Hopefully you can close strong.
Quickly, Leylah Fernandez, the Canadian woman in the finals of this tournament. She won her first grass game in a wild game. She's advanced to the final. She's on fire. I like her +110 tomorrow in the finals versus that other, what's the girl's name she's playing, Rybakina or whatever her name is? Leylah Fernandez. Watch out for the Canadian. She's back.
Tony Finn, WagerTalk.com.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're on your own. Later.
Thank you, guys.